What you talking about, boy? OT, what you talking about, boy? OT, what you talking about, boy? OT, you be talking that. OT, what you talking about, boy? OT, what you talking about, boy? OT, what you talking about, boy? OT, you be talking that. I'm on that radio, I speak it though. What's on your mind is deep though. We'll speak it though. We on the air, just take it there, I'ma take it there. Hold up. Yeah, I'm talking about it, but I'm real about it. I speak on it, but don't catch feels about it. We can chop it up like it's nothing, baby. Things that have you like, wow, now that's crazy. Now I know he didn't, just take it there. Yes, this that OT show, baby, where we take it there. Like ATL, Friday, 7 p.m., straight to 9. This that OT show, baby, now we on that 9. What you talking about, boy? OT, what you talking about, boy? OT, what you talking about, boy? OT, you be talking that.
Is that good, or are you still checking?
There it is. This is what we do every day. Hey, man, we got a good show for y'all today. Today, we got my man on right now. My man E is here, and he want to talk about money.
Yeah.
And we can't talk about economics without talking about money. Yeah. So what's going on, man? Tell everybody what's up with you.
Hey, man, what's going on? My name's Eric Winters, Eric Winters Sr. I got my son here with me. We're on the OT show. Been waiting a long time to get on here. At the end of the day, there's a lot of doors that's open for us, but we don't understand that the door is open unless we walk through it. And that's the only reason why I'm sitting here talking with him, because I actually moved on something just to say that I'm moving forward, because like I said, the opportunity was there. And my Uncle Dewey told me a long time ago, even if you don't know what you're doing, when the opportunity brings upon itself, act like you know what you're doing until you figure it out. And that's what I'm trying to help our young brothers and sisters do, just the same. So
facts.
Yeah. So today, we're gonna do what we do. We normally sit down and we talk, have a simple conversation about just life.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this man helped me through a lot of different positions in life, as well as John, as Chris Griggs. Shout out to those guys, mentors, as well as your mother and your father and your family put you in the right positions in the right places. And me being 39 coming up this month, the 25th of this month, man, I feel like I don't even know where it went at.
Birthday wishes,
man. Listen, I have received a lot of blessings in my falls, and understood that those blessings came from high above my head, and I appreciate it. So that's what I'm trying to do for those during this. We won't call it a show.
Yeah,
it's bless those that can bless themselves, to help them understand information they may or may not know. So, moving forward, we're going to talk about how money works to a certain extent. Now, listen, I ain't no guru or anything like that. But what I am going to do is talk about what I know and use just my testimony alone. Before I started walking down this path, I was lost like everybody else, trying to figure out how you make money move correctly.
Facts.
There's other fractions or other races or anything like that. When they speak, they know exactly what they're talking about, because they're already doing it or have already taught their youngins how to do it already. Well, my goal was to do the same for my youngin, my 3-year-old child. How can I have a child or be a father of their child and not be able to explain to them how to move ahead in life, period, point blank, especially now in the time of days, how things go. To a certain extent, we all been sold short.
Yeah.
In our education.
Yeah.
But the best education that my son will ever receive in this world is from his father, and like the father of mine before that. And as far as me moving into, my ideas, and not only my ideas, proven information has been proven since 1970, I believe, was when this company was created. It showed me that it actually works. I was, short testimony. I was in a position where my wife was in the hospital,
Mhm.
I actually had to step off my job. For prior to stepping off my job, I gained and earned a license out of the state of Pennsylvania to do what I do, as far as being an agent of some sort.
Mhm.
And that education alone only allowed me to, what they say, you could show a man how to fish, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you show a man how to fish, and then he could turn around and he could feed the rest of his family. I think I got it right. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know it's something like that, right?
Yeah.
So with me taking that and running with it, I sat down by way of Melvin Calhoun Jr., a man of 25 years. And then I'm not even going to lie to you, who pointed me in that right direction was a family member of mine. His name is Antonio Lovett.
Okay.
And Antonio Lovett was based out of, I want to say Fort Bragg, I believe. I'm a military brat myself. I did my time down in Lost in the Woods, Fort Leonard Wood, that's what they call it. And I was just following behind my big cousin, and he came to me with this opportunity a while ago. And in that while, things pass.
Right.
A lot of stuff go over your head and move forward. And it's either you on the train or you off
the train. Yeah. Yeah.
And when Antonio came to me the first time, I wasn't ready to receive what he had to give to me because I didn't understand it. Okay. And because I didn't understand it, I thought it was a pyramid. I thought it was all of these different things. I'm thinking like everybody else. But when I decided to actually think outside the box, which my God-given ability allowed me to do, then I started seeing those doors that was always open that I already had the key to. I just had to put my foot through it.
So, excuse me. So, since you realize all this, right? Now, what are you doing now since you realize all this?
Well, like I said in the beginning, and I stated before, I'm blessing those that can't bless themselves, because at the end of the day, when you standing there and you trying to figure out how to rob Peter to pay Paul just to give it all to Saul, then you need to have some type of plan.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and cry, oh my God, or however you receive it, and don't know what to do, because he's going to ask you what your plan is.
Yeah.
And that's, in my own testimony, going back to myself, I was at that point.
Okay.
I was at a point where when my wife was in the hospital, laid up in the hospital, and I had to take off from work and be with my wife, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to honor thy wife as you honor your mother. Yeah. Right? So my job told me no. So do I leave my wife sitting by the bedside and take my behind to work? Or do I make sure that my wife is good? Well, I'm going to tell you what I did. I made sure my wife was good. That job can wait. But in the meantime, in between times, whether if you're alive or you're dead, bills don't stop.
Sure don't.
And you could go the scenic route, because it is a scenic route to a certain extent. I'm not knocking nobody hustle and how they do things, but it's the scenic route, because it ain't no pension at the end of that way. We know that. I know that. You only got one way to go, right? So what do you do?
Yeah.
You figure out the best way possible. One, you hit your knees and you ask him to give you a direction. And in that direction, if he give you a plain door, plain sight, say, look, this door is open before you kick it open.
Right.
I ran through that MNF. Marshawn Lynch. So don't get it twisted. Because it was that point.
Okay.
We all come to a point where you like, yo, the sky is falling, the house is on fire, everything is going wrong. What do I do? Well, this is what was presented to me. And now I'm trying to present it to you.
Okay.
We as a people sometimes don't believe each other because of this. And it's a shame.
That's a true fact.
It's a shame. I'm sitting here having a conversation because if it don't have nothing to do with the other side or us. It's just if I could tell you how to make $1 million in less than 10 minutes, you wouldn't believe me, because I'm standing and I got this, and I'm talking like this.
Well, because I think what it is sometimes that a lot of people think everything's a pyramid scheme.
Right? In fact, yes, and I give you that.
Right.
But unless you actually go through an example or even try it, then you'll understand that everything is not for everybody.
Sure ain't.
And if you actually go through the process of how things work, because everything is a system.
Yep.
No matter how you look at it, if it's a pyramid scheme, it's a system. If it's you tying your shoes, it's a system. Somebody taught you how to do that.
Yep.
So no matter from tying your shoes to actually being part of a pyramid scheme, unless it's being monetized in some way whatsoever. Monetizing mean they trying to make money off of that. Well, why can't you be the one that's making the money off the situation? It's a lot of millionaires that sat out here in their basement, figured out how to do something, and they gave you a phone and they got Apple on the back of it.
Yeah.
But you'll take it from him, but you won't take it from the man that actually studied the information, wrote it down, gave it to you, and put it in the box and tied it up with a bow tie and say, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Why is it that?
Because a lot of people just want to see the N factor.
Well, we're not even gonna go there. Because if you try to jump straight to the N factor, then you'll never learn what it is to have the scars on your back to earn the stripes that you have.
Yeah.
So with me finding out about the information I didn't know, but I eventually figured it out. And for me to actually move forward, I learned about one of two things. I realized that it is possible as a person or people. Did you know that you can let $1 million run through your hands and not even know that you let that $1 million run through your hands?
No.
Just in wasting time and money.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the crazy part.
Okay.
And understanding of wasting time and money, I did not realize this until my child was actually born, how much money you can waste in just a short bit of time. And if you go back and go look at your receipts for every dollar that you missed, how many times $1,000 touched your hands? Your 5 fingers. How many times 100,000 touched your hands if you added up all of your receipts? And with that, me moving forward, me saying that the two different types of ways to do that is through when you first born, you come out the hospital. I just had a 3-year-old. They came to me and they said to me and my wife, listen, we want you to look at some information. We had no clue. We didn't know nothing about none of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All we know is we got a baby. Oh, we got a baby. Then they start talking about insurance and all these other things. Now, my wife, listen, street smart, she might not be, but book smart, look, she got it, right? So I'm like, babe, I don't know what we're doing. Like, she was like, no, I got this.
Okay.
But like everybody else, when you jump out there and you believe that you got it, you think that you know, you really don't have the full information. So you're just doing what everybody else is doing.
Yep.
Every time Dick and Harper following each other, right? That's how they go, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm not going to name the name of the company, but we've all been in a position when you have a baby, they come to you and they say, look, get this insurance.
Yeah.
Get this insurance because this is the best thing this is for you. Not meanwhile, you don't know they cracking you over your head the whole time because in your first year, your first 1 to 3 years, whatever money that you put into that, it's not going to you. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not going to your family. You pick what's called a face amount. And the face amount and this insurance that they tell you that you got to get, right? And that face amount of this insurance that you got to get. Face amount means this is what OT picked. OT said, listen, give me some milk, some cookies, but that's what I picked. And it could go from 0 to 100 million, but you picked it. And my job as your client or your agent is to say, okay, you picked that. This is how much you got to pay. But we can figure out a way to save something in between it.
Okay.
For at least up to 100 years. Who does that sound like once you have your child when they first come to you? That they say, okay, we're going to give you insurance, put insurance on your child. And then they say they're going to be covered for 100 years. But if you go into the insurance and you try to take something from their insurance, it's a 2 to 4% rate of return on your money. That's not good. I'm going to tell you straight off the top, that's not good.
Really?
No, it's not good. The reason why, because if you want to borrow from that 2 to 4%, it's a 6 to 8% return. I mean, it's a 6 to 8% cost for actually borrowing your own money. Now, I don't know about you, but you give me $50 and you say,
that sounds like that 401k.
Yeah, it sounds like a joke. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But then the crazy part is, you borrow some money from me, and then you say, I need my money back. And I say, okay, you get it back, but it's a 6 to 8% return. Or for you borrow, you gonna look at me, nigga, give me my money back. What's wrong with you? Like, you don't even talk about no percentage. Like, give me my money back. You ain't ask me for no percentage when you asked me for it.
Right.
Well, that's the same thing that we've been dealing with and don't know that it's only 2 different types, and that's whole life and that's term life. And the whole life policy, that's what they asking for. They cover you up to 100 years, but in your first 3 years of that whole life policy, there's no money going into what's called your cash value. Your cash value is supposed to be your savings. But if it's not going to you, then where is it going? You tell me where it's going. Because if it ain't going to you, who's it going to?
Going to the company.
Exactly. Now, I don't know if you got extra money to give away. Poor as the United States is, they damn near giving money away now.
Yeah.
That's not even printed yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How many people, asking for this assistance that they got, and the assistance still didn't help them?
A lot of people.
And what I'm saying to you is, for years and years and years, we've been doing whole life policies and not understanding that we've been giving money away, and money been running through our hands, through our veins, through our significant others, through our history, and we giving it away, not understanding that the information is right there in front of us to actually change it. There's only two types of policies: whole life and term life. They tell you whole life is what it is. If you don't know, you don't know. They're gonna play on it. But term life, when they explain, buy, term, and invest the difference.
So basically, so basically, what you're telling me is right. That's why it's two different prices.
Yes.
Right. That's why one price is low and the other price is high.
Yes.
Okay. So what you said, term life.
Term life is you have a certain amount of insurance for a certain amount for a term.
Right.
And in that term, what I'm presenting to you is, with that term, you can invest the difference of what you're actually paying. So if you're paying $100 in that whole life policy, and I tell you in your whole life policy, $40 go to your face amount of what you picked, and then the rest of it go to your cash value. But I also didn't remind you to tell you that in your first 3 years of that whole life policy, the cash value, which is supposed to be your savings, not to go in there in your first 3 years. That don't sound like nothing, do it?
No,
sound like you're being burnt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that sounds good to you, but I know it didn't sound good to my mother when I found out, because that's the first thing that I did. I said, Mom, did you know they was doing this to you? You know, my mother said, no, I just did what they told me to do in the hospital. She had 4 boys.
Wow.
Don't get it twisted.
Wow.
How much money did she waste in that time?
100.
That's what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 12 years of spent money. From, if you take $100 and you put it into your face amount, $60 into the cash value, you do the math. I'm not going to do it for you. It ain't no game. If you don't know no information, they're going to play with you like that.
And that's what they do. That's what they do.
And when that door opened up for me via my cousin Antonio Levitt, when he said, Eric, I got an opportunity that you need to see. First time I ain't even jump on it, but my Uncle Dewey, I told you, he told me, listen, if you got an opportunity to come to you, act like you know what you're doing until you figure it out.
Yep. Yep.
Now I figured it out. And you know what happened now? I'm on the OT show talking about it. And the crazy part about it, I didn't know it was going to go this far. I thought it was going to be something I jump in, make a little bread, then I'm out.
Right.
But when I realized there's so many people that don't know about this information, there's so many people that don't understand the information, there's so many people out here that's being burnt. And then you look at TV, flipping the channels, and everybody going out, standing in line to get some food. Well, why are y'all not saying that I don't feel bad? Because I feel bad. I mean, certain people got to stand in line because they have no other choice. But if you had another choice, if you know better, you do better.
Yeah. But I don't think a lot of people know this, man.
Well, this is the reason why I'm on the OT show. I didn't come on the OT show to look at and be in this forum. But I'm going to say it like this. It was a position that he decided this morning that he wanted to put me in.
Yeah.
Now you can say he or she or the light or however you say, but I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all to a certain extent that I wanted, was just to give our people that information. Black, white, change. I don't give a hell who it is. All I know is you need to have the information so you can move forward. Because if you know better, you can do better. I'm sick and tired of people saying, I don't know, or I ain't know nothing about that, or I ain't trying to hear what he got to say. Well, listen, now you can hear me because it's out to the masses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you choose not to listen,
and
that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm taking you fishing with me, and I'm showing you how to fish so you can feed the rest of your family. Stop playing with me. I apologize. I'm a little hype.
Listen. It's all
I'm a little hype.
It's all good.
I just love good. Listen,
because
I love my people. That's why.
All that is just the passion of you trying to tell the community what they need to hear, right? And it frustrates you because a lot of people still don't want to hear it.
Well, it's not about the people not wanting to hear it. It's about the people getting together and understanding our power. And a small fraction of knowledge. With that small fraction of knowledge, if you don't know, I'll give you my number, and we can sit down and we can have a conversation about it. But what I don't want to see anymore, because I have a 3-year-old child. I want my 3-year-old child to grow up in a world where it used to be when people used to care about each other.
Yeah.
We got inundated with this social media stuff, and it works on one end because it's getting out the masses. But then on the same note, it don't work because we don't know how to have this simple conversation.
A lot of people don't want to have that simple conversation.
Why? Because they scared to find out something new about themselves or something that they didn't know.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be so strong with it, but that's how much I feel. Like if we could take it back to a certain point where you wasn't afraid to have a simple conversation about a simple thing, things would change.
A whole lot of things have changed.
Listen, the best thing that you can understand about a certain individual, if they walking in a certain path, you know that about them.
Yeah.
But when you got to guess, now you got to look over your shoulder, your left and your right all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why should I have to guess if I'm sitting right next to you? Tell me straight up what it is.
See, for me, a lot of times, right? So while we talking this good information, because this is information,
right,
that people need to hear, right? It ain't the typical information that today's society want to hear.
I wasn't there. Don't get it twisted. I wasn't woke. I ain't had my third eye open. Listen, I ain't brother say so.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even claiming to be none of that.
But this is information that people really don't want to hear.
Listen, for those
and here's why I say that, right? Because nowadays, what's going on with society, and we ain't talking about the young generation. The young generation,
they got it. They on it,
right? They on point with a whole lot of stuff.
Are they?
What?
They not playing either.
Right. So it ain't the young ones. It's us.
Right.
Right. It's us that's still stuck in our ways.
Setting your ways.
Right.
This is how I'm gonna do it. Two-step all the time.
We feel like everything for us is a scheme. Right. Like, oh no, you trying to get a leg up on me, right? Let's just go ahead and just call it like it is.
Yeah.
People think things are schemes out here. He trying to get a leg up on me where he could profit off of it, right? But it's funny how when you look at mass media now, they doing the same exact thing, but they don't call it that.
No.
Right? They don't call that right there.
No.
Right?
I don't even know the right word to call it.
They are portraying things so people can get things and they using them.
Yes.
Right? And I'm gonna always go back to the show, The Joneses, right? Right. It was this movie called The Joneses, where they took marketing people, salespeople into rich neighborhoods, into other places, right? Watch that movie, y'all, because it's a good movie. It's going to teach you something. And they took them to different places. And two of them went to high school. One of them, father was a golf player. The other one was a stay-at-home mom. And they had different products. So the popular girl, she was cute, all the girls wanted to be like her. So she showed them the lip gloss.
Like Foot Locker.
Right.
City Blue.
Yep, City Blue Foot Locker.
You like, all the girls are pretty in the joint.
Like, so now all of a sudden, everybody start to go buy that stuff.
Right.
So when people say, you know what I mean? Like, I had to realize what the Joneses was, because I thought the Joneses was a bunch of white folks.
Okay. Now listen, you don't know, right?
Until I realized the Joneses ain't nothing but marketing.
Right.
Ain't nothing but people that markets, and you trying to buy their product because it looks good.
Well, what I didn't know, and it's the same thing that you're saying, is those people that's in the profession of marketing, they go to certain schools or certain places, and they study sociology. They know how you're going to react to certain things.
That's a fact.
This is not one of those things, though.
Right.
I ain't selling nothing to you. I'm telling you about it. That's the difference.
Big difference.
That's the difference.
Big difference.
I'm not selling it. I'm telling you about it. Most of the people say, "Oh, you trying to sell it?" I ain't trying to sell nothing to you. I'm telling you about it. You make a decision how you want to make it. I'm gonna give you apples. I'm gonna give you oranges. If you want grapes, I can go get them too and put them in a bowl. But I want you to know, so that way, if I'm standing in front of you and you look at me 2 or 3 years down the line, and in a position of now, I'm in a position where I got cancer. But I came to you a whole year before that. I begged you to, yo, man, pay attention to what I got to say. Now you got cancer. Now you can't get it. What do you want me to do for you?
Well,
I've done my job.
You don't look like the typical person.
I don't, but I don't care because I listen.
That's what they're gonna say. That's and that's what bothers me the most, right? Because I'm gonna say this to you. When you look at the typical person that says these things, right? He really don't even have a suit on.
I don't care about. Listen,
right? My man is just speaking the knowledge to you,
right?
And see, for us as in I'm just gonna say certain folk. I'm not gonna generalize.
No, you don't.
Right?
That's everybody's like that, though.
Right.
You got to fit a certain structure, and if you don't fit that certain structure, then they think that you don't know what you're talking about.
But it's funny how, and I'm gonna say this: it's funny how you don't fit that structure, but you can see white folks that talk the same thing. I'm sorry, Caucasians say the same thing, and they got on the same outfit you got on.
You know what?
But you gotta have on a suit though.
No.
You gotta have on a suit though. I'm just speaking facts.
It's about the mindset of an individual.
So what you think the mindset is? See, once again, like I said, the young generation got it.
Right.
They don't even care what you got on. But us, we care what you got on because we like, hold on, wait a minute, bro. My man talking this, and you know what I mean, my man got on the white tee. Right? Nah, man. You know what, man? Hear about that bullshit.
Well, the thing is when
he's gonna call
if you look at it that way, then you look at it that way. But for those who know, they know. But the thing is, information comes in so many different forms and life and through different people. You don't have to stand on the pulpit to know God. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So if you know that about anything, then you should understand if an opportunity again is presented to you,
you better get it.
You don't smack a gift horse in the mouth.
Sure don't.
Not once, not twice, not three times, and you definitely don't whip no dead horse in the ass neither.
Mm-hmm.
So my job is to give the testimony of my story to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving it to you so you can say, "Oh, this dude is crazy. He don't know what he's talking about." Because while I'm already on that train, I'm asking you to get on. I'm not telling you to get on. I'm asking you to get on.
Yeah.
Now, when it like me and you spoke, and you said, we going to buy a ship.
Yeah.
But we're going to come back with a fleet.
Yep.
And all I'm saying is if you want to ride on this fleet, you need the money to pay. Because everything has a price.
Yep.
And in that price, you got to have a receipt.
Yes, you do.
So don't get it twisted. I'm not here to tell you, buy term life just because. I'm telling you from my own experience. What I did by buying term life, buy term and invest the difference. What I did from that is just off my own testimony of watching my wife sit in the hospital. And I had to actually leave my job to make sure that she was okay. But my job wasn't okay with me leaving the job.
Mm.
When those checks came through to pay those bills while we were sitting in the hospital and they took care of things that I didn't think they was going to get taken care of, I didn't have no faith in this when I first started. Most people don't have faith in stuff when they first started. Mm-hmm. But when it actually happened and they close their mouth and they don't tell people how to go fish and feed their family, then they're wrong.
Yep, that's the truth.
And excuse me for my passion and how strongly that I'm saying this, but I'm letting you know right now, there is another way. That same individual that called me after the fact that he had cancer, found out he had cancer, he called me and I told him there is another way. There's always another way.
It is.
Unless you 6 feet under the ground, you ain't got nothing else, nowhere else to go, there is another way. I'm here to tell you about it. I ain't selling you on it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my voice is strong. I did that. And I scare people sometimes the way that I talk because it's strong. That's because I care.
Yep. That's the passion.
I care about you even though I don't know you.
That's the passion.
Because why should my child have more than your child and be in the same boat?
Yeah.
Now, don't get mad at me when I get off the boat because I told you about the boat.
I didn't already brought it to you.
I brought it to you.
Yeah.
But what I'm not doing is I'm going to whip no dead horse in the ass. That's what I'm not going to do because it ain't going to get up and run.
Yep. It ain't going to be for everybody. It ain't for everybody if you don't want it.
Now, for my people, I know y'all like, who is this loudmouth MNF? Why is he so strongly convicted on the way that he feels? Because most people talk and say how they feel. I'm out here trying to do something about it. Kaepernick took a knee. He did something about it. Other people in the civil rights movement did something about it. They took that, excuse my language, they took the ass whooping for us to be who we are. to mingle the way that we mingle,
Mm-hmm.
to deal with the stuff that we just dealt through the last couple months, not even the last couple months, in the last 400 years.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They hurting just like we hurting. We just don't see them.
Yeah.
They don't explain it or do it out in the street like we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know. I don't know why we act the way that we act, but I know that we're out there and we all hurting.
Yeah.
But if somebody came to you with some common sense and told you, listen, this is an opportunity, I'm giving it to you. I ain't asking you for no money.
Yeah. I'm just giving you
I'm giving you the
game. I'm giving you the game right now.
I'm giving it to you so your generations can have the same thing that my son is going to have,
Mm-hmm.
that my wife is going to share with me.
Mm-hmm.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
showing my son how to be a man at the age of 3. Do I got it all right? Hell no. But I know I got this right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I want is for you to have the same thing. Have the same opportunity as me. Now, like I said, we on the ship.
Yeah.
But when we come back with the fleet,
right.
I'm going to throw you a lifeline, but you ain't getting on this boat.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
So that's why I'm sitting here with you, OT, just because of the simple fact that, listen, we can go through the whole song and dance of the presentation on how money works and all these different things, but I'm getting to the point.
Mm-hmm.
And straight to the point, his whole life will do you in dirty. Susie Orman said that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't trust me. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't know who that is, I'm going to say again, Susie Orman will tell you all about it.
Mm-hmm.
Find out who that is. She'll give you the game if you want to see a face that look the right way. Because most of us listen in other ways, maybe to other nationalities. That's cool. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You ain't got to listen to me.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you about it.
Yeah.
And that's all I want to do. That's why I'm sitting here. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that too.
Oh man, no problem. No problem. Listen, man, this is game. This is what the community need to hear. This is what we talk about. Right? So basically, okay, so explain to me about term life.
Okay, so far as dealing with term life, when you actually have a term life policy, buy term and invest the difference, you mostly asking how to buy term and invest the difference. The younger that you are, the earlier you should buy it. The older that you are, it's going to be a little bit more costly.
Okay.
The reason why it's going to be a little bit more costly because when you buy a term life policy, it's only for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to be 60 trying to get a 35-year plan. They not playing with you like that. That's an investment that they putting in on you. Investment meaning they're investing a certain amount of time for you. Everything that is born must die. Am I correct?
Yep.
You know your birthday, but you don't know your death date.
Yep.
So in saying that, this is the reason why you only get term because it's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think everybody think they're gonna live to 100, but you ain't.
Yeah. You ain't.
In the biblical times and all that other stuff. Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah. Biblical times.
Yeah, but we all know people dying from high blood pressure. You think of it, you dying from it. And let's not even talk about the city of Philadelphia. I can't even start with that because that's where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
But what I am saying, as far as term life, you get the face amount. I'm gonna keep it simple, Barney style. You get the face amount. That's what you pay.
Mm-hmm.
You get $100. You get the face amount. That's what you pay. All right. Then you take the rest of your $100 that you putting out. I'm not saying it's going to be $100 exactly.
Mm-hmm.
$40 going to your face amount. That's what you pay.
Okay.
The other going to you invest in the difference. If you can invest the difference of $100 going, 40 going into the face amount, $60 going to your investment, the investment of your choice. Now, most people say, well, how do I invest? My job or my position is to show you how to invest.
Mm-hmm.
And in those investments, those are investments that you recognize.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to ask you to deal with Joe Smo from wherever.
Okay.
I'm going to put I'm not endorsing anybody, but I'm going to put these certain names in front of your face and you're going to be like, oh, you deal with them?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And these investments been around since 1968, believe it or not. Wow. Way before my time.
Wow.
And the way that it's set up through Melvin Calhoun Jr. is you have a touch, a no touch, and then you have an emergency account.
Mm.
You tell me who you know got an investment that they can go into and touch that money anytime they want to and have a touch or no touch in an investment account?
I don't know nobody.
Okay, then.
I don't know nobody.
That man showed me or showed my cousin, then my cousin showed me, and now I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all about it. Because how many people is out of work right now wish they had the touch, the no touch, and the emergency account right now? Already set up.
A lot of people.
Outside their job.
A lot of people.
A lot of the jobs or careers took their money and they ran with it.
Yeah.
But if they had what we call it a money bush or a money tree, what would you rather have? A money bush or would you have a money tree? Because when that money tree, when the turn fall, or whenever you can go out there and pick the money off your tree because you decided to build it with compound interest.
Yeah.
That's the part of buying term for a small amount, a lot of money for a small amount, and then you invest the rest of it into your money tree. Well, some people ain't even got a money seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched something on my Miles Monroe. Put a seed in this man's hand. He asked the next parishioner or the next person, what does that seed mean to you? He said, it's just a seed. He said, what does that seed mean to you if you put water on it? He said, it's just a plant. He said, let me tell you something. That's a forest.
Yeah, you ain't lying because that seed won't spread.
So let me tell you what I'm giving you the seed and I'm putting water on it because I'm giving you the information for free. Now you can have a forest of money.
Yeah.
And it's not even about the money. It's about the information.
Yeah.
If you lose it, what do the rich do? They gain it all back because they got the knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't have to come, hey, yo, I'm trying to tell you about. Now I'm giving it to the masses. Yeah. This is way better than going through the door. Hey, sister, how you doing? Hey, brother, how you doing? This is way better than that.
Yeah.
People say, well, what's the system? How does it work? I just told you. I just showed you. I showed you how to put turn the money bush into a money tree. How to buy term and invest the difference. And then if you want to go even further, if you want to find about your investments, learn about the rule of 72. Susie Orman taught us that. The rule of 72 states, divide the interest rate. What is it? Divide the interest rate by the number of years, and it'll show you how to double your money. You tell me somebody that know how to do that.
I don't.
And then 9 times out of 10, they don't tell you with the banks. And we're going to throw out numbers. We're going to go, what is it? Hold on, let me look at this because I got a study guide. 3, 6, and 12. And your 3 is what we're gonna say. Most banks ain't gonna give you no 3%.
Sure ain't.
They're gonna give you 2, maybe 1.5, right? Yeah. So we just going shits and giggles. We're gonna say they're gonna give you 3%. So you divide 72 by that interest rate, and it's gonna let you know how long it's gonna take for your $2,000 in that account to grow to $4,000, right? It's gonna take 24 years. Now, who got all that time for some money to grow and all the interest in between that? But who's the interest going to? Think about it.
Going back to the banks.
Is it going back to the banks or not?
Yeah.
Should it be? It's your money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going back to the
But if we don't understand the information, then how can we ever figure it out? But then we get cute. Man, my girlfriend told me about going to go get a CD. Well, the CD, 9 times out of 10, is not going to be at 6%. It's going to be lower than that. Because somebody got to make their money.
Yeah.
The financial institutions got to make their money. So in between that, divide 72 by that 6 for that CD, and it's going to basically take your 2,000 and turn it to 4,000 in 12 years. That sounds a little bit better than 24 years. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
But it's still your money. Where's the years in between the 2,000 to the 4,000 for the 12 years? Let me show you how to do it correctly. When you find mutual funds, when you find 401ks, when you find other investments other than what you think it is, and you find that investment at 12%, and you divide that by 72, and flip over every 6 years, twice.
Really?
Oh, I just told you something.
Damn. Yeah.
Now,
you just told me something.
Melvin Calhoun Jr. and Antonio Lovett showed me this through a system. They don't normally give you that information. When they tell you to buy term and invest the difference, this is what they're doing for you to take that emergency, that touch, and that no touch account. To take your money bush and turn it to a money tree. That's what I'm doing right now. We on the fleet.
Yeah. Yeah. Break it on.
We on the fleet already.
Yeah.
We passed the ship.
Yeah.
We on the fleet. I'm just trying to take you with me.
Yeah.
You don't want to go? You ain't got to go.
So see, because I know a lot of times when we talk about insurance, right, especially life insurance, and we wonder why you say 30 years for $10 a month.
Okay.
Right. And you get probably the age that we are right now, 80,000 for about.
It don't matter with all the numbers. The reason why they throw the numbers at you like that, because they want you to jump into it, not understanding. There's only one question that you need to ask: is this a whole life or a term life? Not accidental, not none of the other ones, not universal, not none of all of them. Is it a whole life or is it a term life? It's only two types. Everything else in there don't belong in there. They just doing stuff to siphon off money.
Will you win?
That's it.
To get you to get it.
Oh, I got this universal life policy and it tell me this. Well, did you know in a universal life policy there's a term policy, a part of being part of that other part of the policy, but it's only two. And that's the thing. I'm thinking that, I had dealt with this company, and I'm not gonna name that company. I had a universal life. I had a death and dismemberment. I had all the ones that you think you're supposed to have. I was forking out all this money when I could have simply just got this. And I'm not promoting nothing. I'm just telling you about what I did. And me making that move allowed me to stay in that hospital with my wife, spend a night with her. Most people that's working in the United States of America have to leave because they're afraid they're going to lose their jobs nowadays.
Yeah.
And the bills don't stop right if you're sick or you're not.
Yep. Bills don't stop.
So somebody got to pay them or you'll be out without a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out.
Wow.
But this awarded me the ability to be able to stay in there and say, listen, thank you, but no thank you. I'm staying with my wife. Yes, I'm saying it strongly because I'm talking from my position of how I did it. But I feel as though myself, feel as though you have the same opportunity to do the same thing. Stop letting the system herd us like sheep.
Yeah.
Break away from that idealistic thing. For what? Because it's about, listen, at the end of the day, subsidy is about you. When you look in the mirror and don't recognize who you are, it's because you're acting like everybody else. But as soon as you step outside of the realm of what they're doing, now people want to follow and see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not selling nothing to you. I'm telling you about it. I'm on the boat.
Yeah.
We on the fleet. We coming back.
We coming back with a fleet. We come back with a fleet.
So, like I said, I appreciate the fact that Melvin Calhoun Jr., Antonio Lovett, as well as my mother, gave me birth, as well as my father, Stephen Winters. He gave me enough sight and a strong voice because you can hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can hear it. But in all that saying, I'm going to tell you like this. An old woman named Margaret Lee told me that I was going to be something. I never knew what it was. I was hard-headed, didn't listen, and all these other things. All the things that you go to as you grow. But she always told me I was going to be something. She didn't know what.
But she knew something.
This is what I am. I'm giving it to the masses. So I thank you again for allowing me to sit on your platform. And, you got stars. I'm just a little guy. You know what I'm
Nah, man. Listen, man, because you're part of the OT family.
Man, I appreciate it.
So at the end of the day, regardless of, a lot of people think, a bunch of stars and stuff like that, but they part of the family too.
Okay.
So when people come on here, they're all part of the family.
Man, listen, I appreciate it. Even just you mentioning family, because to you, certain people say family and don't mean it. Yeah. It has not been a time that I stepped in your realm or stepped in your circles or however. And even you being at the stature that you are, you have not picked the phone up. You picked the phone up every single time. And I'm very appreciative to that, brother. Man,
no problem.
So,
bro, no problem.
To put me on your platform. And it was surprising. Yeah,
listen,
it was surprising. This is not scripted. This is not scripted. So that's why I'm like, I'm a little hyped. But at the end of the day, man.
So tell our listeners, tell our viewers, where can they find you at?
It's easy. My name's Eric Winters. You can reach me. I can give them, I don't care. You can have my number, 267-815-3848. That's me, directly to me. And we can sit down and we can talk about this. And when we talk about it, only thing that I need from you is apples and oranges. What do you need from me, and what can I do for you? And I'll make sure I have it done. We're not going to talk about the company and all that because most of the time people get caught up in names.
Yeah.
I have not sold a name to you yet.
You sure did.
I'm just telling you about what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you want to be a part of what I'm doing, then I can tell you about the name and I can tell you about the history of the company and all that. I'm not here for that, not to monetize it off of that. I'm telling you because I'm tired of watching you falter. I'm tired of watching you fall. I want to help you. This is what I want to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
No monetizing in that whatsoever. Brother or sister, if you fell, white or black, Chinese, whatever. If you fallen, I'm trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that. You got my number.
Yeah.
You know my name.
Yeah.
We not playing no games.
Yeah.
I gave it straight to you.
Now this is for everybody. This is for everybody.
Everybody.
This is the game.
I'm not scared to get my name. I served my country, so I did the right thing.
Thank you for serving.
Listen, most people say no, you shouldn't have. But that's what gave me the heart to sit up here and talk. Because they teach you how to stand up out front.
Mm-hmm.
Up front and out front, on line. Hurry up and wait.
Mm-hmm.
But get the job done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you tell me serving my country, if you upset about that, then all right, you be upset.
Yeah.
I ain't got no time for you. I want to have time for you. That's why I'm sitting here with you.
Yeah. Having this conversation.
My father gave me a strong back. My mother gave me a strong back because she helped me understand. It's a single mother at a certain point in time in our life.
Mm-hmm.
She showed us the right way to do things. And she told us, listen, you're going to be something. But Margaret Lee told me I was really going to be something.
Yeah. 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 Because she seen something in you.
I ain't see it. I thought I was a rascal. Yeah, for real. I thought I was a rascal. I was like, oh, man, you look, Nana always, we see back in the day, we used to call our grandmothers nanas.
Mm-hmm.
Nana always got something to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Nana, listen, I love Margaret Lee. Margaret Lee would cuss you from Saturday to Saturday, but Sunday have her ass on the front row.
What?
You know what I'm saying? So listen, at the end of the day, I learned that Margaret Lee, my Nana, seen something in me when I was a little boy. And that was after she whipped my ass with a switch. You're going to be something. You ain't going to be nothing. You ain't going to be acting nothing. You had to get out the church. I had to go pick it.
Yeah, boy.
And it better be the right one.
You better not pick that small one.
Yeah. So, but with me learning, and then, like I said, my family structure and how it came to be, listen, it wasn't all peaches and cream. I got in trouble. I didn't get into big trouble, but I got in trouble just like everybody else. I got my head knocked up against the wall. Mm-hmm. I have run in with the police at times. Mm-hmm. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What I am saying is, yo, everything that y'all been through, I ain't rich, but I ain't poor neither.
Right.
And I'm definitely not poor in spirit.
Right.
Because if I was, then I wouldn't be caring enough to have this conversation with you about you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
I hope everybody getting this one because they need it.
I hope they are too, and I hope it's not so so embellished to the point where you like this loud mouth MNF.
Well, I mean, you know, when we talk about insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say this: when we talk about insurance, a lot of people really don't know.
But then I say in the beginning, I'm coming to bless those that can't bless themselves and educate those that can't educate themselves or don't see it in that way. Because there's only 3 reasons why people don't look towards getting any type of they can't earn. They feel like they can't afford it.
Yeah.
They don't believe in it.
Yeah.
Or they don't know about it.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say that you don't know because I'm sitting here right in front of you.
Telling you.
And I'm gonna let y'all know now, Cash App is not a way to bury your loved ones. I'm gonna be real. I ain't supposed to say that. I ain't trying to blow y'all spot up. But listen, when you passing the hat around the ring, understand this too. You passing the hat around the ring, and ain't nobody putting nothing in it but not even a penny. How does that feel when you stand in front of your loved one and you can't bury him? You can't bury him or burn him.
Cremate.
I'm not shitting on Cash App. Understand it. I'm not. But that's how we doing shit now. Excuse my language on your show, but that's how we doing it. Is that how we, like you telling me as people, that's how we supposed to really be moving?
Nah.
You can't put your loved one in the ground when it's time for them to, when they get sent home, they're getting sent home on a celebration.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Nowadays, when we look at things, right, it's now a reversal. You know that, right?
Reversal meaning what?
Reversal is when, remember, we supposed to be burying our parents, right?
Yeah.
Now the parents are burying the kids. And then when it started to get to that way, because see, I had to start realizing that, like, yo, wait a second.
Hold on, hold on. You got it all wrong.
I got it wrong? Tell me how.
Unfortunately, you unselfishly, you don't want to see nobody leave this earth.
Nah, but what I believe in, we only here temporarily.
Exactly.
We only here
It's
temporarily.
not. It's not.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do while you're here?
Exactly.
And see, that's my thing. What are you going to do while you're here?
Your steps are ordered other than the fact of monetizing it's themselves. Your steps are ordered in the actions that you live through every single day, step by step. You forget, and I forget it too. As long as he breathes life into you, when you open your eyes up, and once your feet hit that floor, everything else is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the stuff that you didn't handle on the day that it was an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that think they're going through an issue, go down in other places and see how they living.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you I'm from Philadelphia because, listen, I went to K&A on Monday with a 63-year-old Puerto Rican man that's about to retire.
Mm-hmm.
He got all his ducks in order, right? Me and him sitting down there on K&A, and I'm just looking, because I'm taking in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that's from Philadelphia know all about K&A. Mm-hmm. You go down on K&A and you sit down there for about 5 minutes, you're going to lock your door.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you one more thing. They didn't start like that.
No, it never did.
And they don't have to finish that way. But it give you a real recognize that, listen, whatever I'm going through, I ain't got they type of problems.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I'm trying to stop if it is coming in your direction from you going through the same thing. This is the reason why I gave my real phone number. This is the reason why I'm talking the way I'm talking. Because I ain't scared to talk this way.
So you basically breaking the chain.
Am I?
So you're breaking the chain.
You forget that I got a 3-year-old son. You have a daughter yourself. Yeah. They got to walk down those streets.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the only way to be respected is by your word.
Yep, because that's all you have in this world.
That's it.
That's all you have in this world.
My daddy said, oh, you got your words and your nuts.
Yeah.
Got your word because that's all you got. And you got your nuts because they're down to the ground. So it's time to put them in the ground. I know it's a little rough that I'm coming to. That's the way that I was taught.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact. All you do is have the word, man.
I'm not saying I'm perfect. Not by far. I did a lot of crazy stuff. Trust me. Look at me. But what I am saying is I care enough to come tell you this is what I went through. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm trying to show you. I'm offering you the carrot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even selling it to you. I never once mentioned the company.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm just trying to tell you, listen, there are other options. I could talk around it and all that other stuff, but I went straight to it. Because that's what we need nowadays. Yeah. You know, these youngers ain't playing. They want to know about day one.
Yep. Day one.
You know how I know? Because I coach little kids. I've been coaching them for the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's what they do want to know.
They want to know what you about. Oh, hey, what you about?
Yeah.
They don't say it directly to you, but they tweet it. They Instagram it. They'll tell you everything about you on Instagram, but they won't say it to your face. Yeah. Reason why they won't say it to your face is because they don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But they want to learn.
That's what it's about.
These young people turned the United States upside down in the last 10 years, 5 years, month. Did they not? Am I lying or not?
Nah.
These are our young people. All they say, oh, they lost. No, they not. They just ain't scared of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in order not to be scared of anything, you got to learn about something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all I'm saying to you is don't be at a position where now you whipping a dead horse in the ass, because at the end of the day, that horse ain't going to get up and run. You could complain about your bills, but I just gave you the opportunity to change your life for your bills. You can complain about not making no money. I just showed you a way how to make some money.
Yeah.
You could tell me, oh, there's no opportunities out there for me. I just showed you the 2 different opportunities in saving money between whole life and term life. Yeah. Which one is getting you? I told you I was going to bring you apples, oranges, and grapes. You thought I was lying?
Yeah. You bought your whole fruit basket. You know that's a fruit basket, right?
Oh, it's a fruit basket. It works. I mean, listen.
That's a fruit basket.
And if you're diabetic, we make sure you got the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
but I'm making sure I bring it to you, not to sell you on no company, just to sell you on the idea of, yo, this is the right way to go. Now listen, they ain't even listen to Jesus, so I know that sometimes they ain't gonna listen to me.
Somebody gonna listen.
I only need one person.
Yep, and that's all you need.
One person.
That's all you need is one person.
And then once I got that one person, but remember this too, I ain't get up here just start talking this today.
Oh no, this been going on.
I've been screaming from the Raptors for the last 2 years, and I had people run me out the room and tell me, "Oh man, you preaching too much." I ain't got no certificate in saying I was preaching. I ain't never stand up on no pulpit. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Yeah.
And what I know.
Yeah.
Of my situation.
Yeah.
This is my situation. This is how I work.
Yeah.
That's it. So, man, thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this, man.
Yeah, man, no problem, man. No problem. I mean, you know, we trying to enlighten our community. We trying to enlighten people.
As we should.
Of certain situations, regardless of, you know, gender, culture.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that.
Right.
I want y'all to have it the same way I got it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people out here that really don't know. Right. And
I'm glad I was able to share that with them too.
Yeah, because there's people that choose not to know. There's people out here that really don't give a damn. And there's people that really want this information.
Okay.
Right. So we just giving it to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right here. You get it, you get it.
Ali, what you tell me on last Thursday? It don't cost nothing.
No, it don't cost
no. It don't cost nothing to support.
It don't cost nothing.
It don't cost me nothing to like and share.
Yo, listen.
Listen. There you go. Like,
listen, I'm glad you said that, man, because you know what's funny to me. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be upfront about it, right? I get more. Well, first let me give shout outs to all the people that do support me. Right? I'm giving shout outs to all the people that do support me. A lot of people that I know that do support me. And best believe, I know when you subscribe to the channel. Guess what? Your name come up. Right? But people fail to realize your name do come up when you subscribe to OT's YouTube. Right? You know what's crazy about that?
No.
Is that I got more people subscribing to me that's not even in America.
You know what? They occupy. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is how you occupy. They occupy. They occupy.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
I'm giving them a way out. They occupy right now.
Listen, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Right? I even have certain family members that don't even do it.
You talk about?
Right. So I appreciate, like, I got folks out there, man. Real talk. I got folks out there like, yo, dude, we gonna support you. We gonna share your stuff. We gonna do it, and I see it, right? And then you got people who want to get shout outs. Let me go ahead and let me clear this up real fast, right? I'm not shouting out nobody who don't support me.
Okay.
Right? And I'm gonna keep it a buck because there's people who want shout outs like, yo, man, yeah, I mean, shout me out on this one. No, bro, you don't even support me. So how can I shout out something that you don't support?
Because they don't know how to define the two. Right? They want to play on it.
Right. So for me, being in this business for over 13 years.
What?
Right?
You old.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm sexy now.
All right. Yo, come on, I ain't coming here for all that, man.
No, I'm sexy now. But listen, I love all the people that do support me. Right? But it's crazy how back when I was doing radio, before you seen his face and everything else, I was getting more of support from the UK, and it's still coming.
Take it.
Right? And I love every minute of it.
Yeah.
But we trying to give people game. Right?
Yeah.
We trying to give you game about what's going on, like far as the community and stuff like that, or what's going on. And I feel like people always think about numbers, right? I don't care about numbers.
Why should you?
Right? Numbers don't speak nothing.
He only had 12 disciples in my class. He only had 12 disciples, and those disciples gave the information.
Gave all the information, and that's all I need.
Well, that's what we are.
It don't take much, and I always say it don't take much to support anybody. I support everybody. It don't take much to like it, to share it, to buy it, right? But we can go out and we can like and share and buy other people's stuff. But when you know the person, I guarantee you don't do it.
I ain't got no answer for that.
Right. I guarantee you, if you know that person, they say, "Hey, listen, man, I got pies, right? I got this apple pie. It's banging. All right, how much is it? $5, man. You tripping like that, bro?
I need to hook up.
Hook your boy up.
Get out of here,
right? But see, we gotta learn how to support it. And guess what? If you don't like it, you don't like it. Like I tell people, listen, bro. Matter of fact, I'm going to shout it out because I don't even care. Right? I went to Georgia. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I went to this restaurant called Georgia Brown down in DC.
Okay.
A black-owned restaurant.
Okay.
Right? Me, my lady, daughter, uncles, cousins. Right? Cool. Walked in the joint. Oh, glitz, glamorous, nice, beautiful. Let me explain something to you. All right? I support them, but you best believe I gave certain things that I did not like about it. Now, mind you, right? First of all, I didn't like the fact that they had a monkey
in the restaurant.
Yeah, it was a statue of a monkey with.
All right.
A butler monkey, right? Okay. That turns me off, right? Because that right there hurt me.
Yeah,
right?
As it should.
A black establishment, and you got a monkey holding a plate, right? A little thing like a butler.
Whatever.
Boom.
All right,
cool.
Let's move forward.
All right. That hurt.
You're right.
I gave them, first of all, my experience with the food, nasty. No seasoning. Right? No salt, pepper. No none of that shit.
Sure you went to a black establishment?
Wow. Now, mind you,
all right.
It's a beautiful place.
Right.
Right. The customer service, outstanding. Outstanding. Here's what I don't like.
What?
Okay, I understand that it's the COVID thing. Right. I understand the tip thing.
Right.
I understand that. We give our big tips here.
Right.
OT, I give you a big tip.
Okay.
Right. You don't have to tell me what tip I gotta give you. My tip is going to document everything that you did for me during that time.
It's a service.
Right?
Yeah.
We start $25.
Right.
That's what you're going to get. But when service start to go down, we start to go down.
As it should. It's right? Performance.
Right? Bro, we had, we had chicken dinner, chicken salad, and calamari.
Okay. That's not a bad deal.
What?
Yeah.
How about it? How much you think our bill was?
How much do I think the bill was for something like that? Yeah. One, I have never eaten calamari, so that sounds like something expensive.
Nah,
is it not?
Nah, calamari is nothing but octopus.
And
I don't eat that shit.
Moving up in the world. But other than that, for how many people?
3.
3?
Yeah, 13-year-old.
How much of it did you guys eat? And how many drinks did you get?
1 drink.
A piece?
No, just 1 drink.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just 1 drink.
Wow.
I had water.
$50.
No. Try again.
Lower than that?
No, higher than that.
For that?
Yeah, higher than that.
Oh no, I'm down.
Talk.
So you gonna tell me you paid higher than $50 for just that small amount of food?
Yeah.
Terrible service.
I had chicken.
Okay.
I had a scoop of and when we say a scoop, we ain't talking about like the big scoop. We talking about the little ice cream scoop joint, the one that you buy from the dollar store, little one.
So clearly you wasn't happy about the whole situation.
The potatoes.
Wow.
And the greens. Yeah, scoop of that. How much you think we paid?
You said $50. I was thinking $50, but clearly it's way a little bit higher than.
Keep going.
70.
Keep going.
You better not say no $100.
Keep going.
Oh, I guess you got that long money like that. Well, we're gonna say about 150.
No, $95.
$95?
$95. $95.
What they went out there and created the let me stop.
But here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I went out to support. Right?
I'm
going to support. The same way I give negative views to everybody else if it's negative. I don't care if you Black, Caucasian, Asian. I'm going to listen, OT is the dude that give out reviews. You best believe I am on everything. Listen, man, I talk about McDonald's, bro. How they ice cream machine is always broken for some mysterious reason. You understand what I'm saying? Ever since we've been growing up.
Yeah.
But go out and support. And if you don't like it, then you ain't got to return back.
No, you don't.
What?
No, you don't.
But make sure you say something good in your review. Like I told him, the customer service, outstanding. Outstanding. I'm going to always give you something good.
Right.
And then I'm going to give you something
I'm
bad.
going to pat you on your back when I'm kicking
Right?
your ass.
The same way your job give you, when they go to your review, they say, well, this is something that you was doing very good.
Right.
But this is something that you can work on.
Right.
I want y'all to work on your food.
Right.
I want you to work on the delivery of the food.
Mm.
I want you to work on the price of your food.
Okay.
Because let me go ahead and tell you this, bro. After we left, we was like, yo, dude, we going to Texas Roadhouse to go eat.
Mm.
Because it wasn't something fulfilled. Right? And you see, I'm a big boy.
Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right? Hold
you like
on,
food, you like food.
Listen. I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about Southern food,
right?
You know, you can't say you're a soul food restaurant when you ain't even got seasoning. But I understand people out here, you know, we got high blood pressure, we got people with diabetes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you put on your menu if you want this or you want that.
Right.
And I think it needs to be options on there for people, right? Because I feel like there's not a lot of options on menus to tell you, hey, if you are diabetic or if you have high blood pressure or if you have this, then this is what we can do for you.
Right.
Right. And for me, bro, I told my uncle right there, and I ain't sure, I said, dude, I won't never come to this restaurant again. Just like that. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did like about the outside.
What?
Right. Now, you know I'm all about trying to help out.
Right.
We pulls up. You know what I seen? I seen people out there cooking for the homeless.
Oh,
giving them food.
All right.
For the homeless.
All right.
Right in front of the restaurant.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Loved it.
That's what's up.
Loved it 100%.
Okay.
But you know what really got me?
What?
Got this beautiful restaurant. And y'all not even out there. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You know what I mean? But however, you know, people got their own swag. People got their own thing that they like to do and you know, stuff like that. But I would say my experience, because I want people to still go to the restaurant to see for themselves how they feel. All right.
Yeah.
And I will always tell people that, like, yo, my experience is different from anybody else's experience. Anybody else's experience can say something
having an opinion about an opinion.
But I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut about certain things that made me uncomfortable.
Right.
And what really made me uncomfortable in a black establishment is that you have a monkey sitting there with a plate.
I don't know if I would have sat there myself.
Right there.
Yeah.
But I did it because guess what? And guess who pointed out to me? My daughter pointed out to me like, Dad, is that a monkey right there?
Yeah, but that's not cool.
Right. She was like, well, why would they have that up there?
Yeah, that's still not cool.
Right. She was like,
how do you explain that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? How do you explain that?
Like I couldn't.
What is that supposed to mean?
I couldn't explain it to her because guess what? What she seen and what she read about is that is supposed to be us. And she was like, this is a black restaurant, Dad. Why would they have that up there? Happen. Not supposed to happen.
Right.
But I'm just giving you
it's not supposed to happen.
My thing about that. But see, I didn't put that in the review. Well, they want to say I ain't put that in the review. But what I did put in the review was the customer service excellent, brilliant. And I told people don't give tips because their tips is already taken out. Because, you know, a lot of times, and I want y'all to start looking at y'all receipts. Because a lot of times now with the stuff that's going on now, restaurants are taking out receipts. And I understand that. Because guess what? It's been a pandemic.
Right.
All right. I understand that. But don't dictate it to the point of you talking about 20%. You know what I mean? When you look on the phone, it says 15%. Don't dictate the 20% for me. You understand what I'm saying? But once again, I don't mind because I understand. right? But I just don't like the fact that you don't tell nobody and you put it on receipt. And you know, it's nice and dark and nice and light, nice little light. So you get the receipt, you just look at the bottom, like, okay, boom, you pay it. And then you give them a tip on top of it.
Yes.
Hey, bro, listen, I ain't got no paper like that. Don't get it twisted, bro. don't you get it twisted that, bro. I am honestly, I like nice things, but I know when to cut it off.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I know that, and I want to give people game. I want to give you some game.
Oh.
I always like to whisper. I want to give you some game. All right. Game is when stuff go on sale, and you think it's a quote sale, it really ain't a sale. Really ain't a sale. And I want to give you one better than that. Right? Label pocketbook.
Say it again.
Label pocketbook at Coach. All right, Coach. All right, for the pocketbook. Same exact purse that she bought for the same exact price that she bought it for. All right. We goes down, go to Coach again. I think it was Black Friday.
Yeah.
The same exact purse was the same price that she got it for. They just raised the price up. The same exact purse for the same price that she bought regular price.
Yeah.
Right? The same exact purse. The same structure and everything else. All they did was raise the price and make you think that you're paying less when you pay this. And she was like, yo, she bought it. Yo, what? It's the same thing.
It's a dirty game, ain't it? You only know what you know.
So be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. You know what I mean? That's the draw you went to it.
Yeah.
Right.
The Joneses.
Yeah. 70% off.
Joneses.
Yo, 70% off. Yo, let me go ahead and skate down there. Buy that same thing 3 months before. And then go there again and see did you get it cheap or not. I'm just giving you a little game.
Hey, I'm listening.
And you best believe everything that you buy that just came out, 6 months later is going to go on sale. It's just like cars.
But they only have their value until they get off the lot?
No. There's something's always coming out the following year.
There's always something replaceable. You know that.
You know what I mean? So watch out for all the 2022 cars that's coming out, and your 2021 car.
It's a joke.
It's going to go on sale.
Yeah.
And you're going to get like $10,000 rebate because they're trying to get you off the lot. It's the same exact thing, bro. It ain't nothing changing, man. It's the same exact thing. But what I'm going to say to you, man, I definitely appreciate you joining me here on the show to talk about life insurance.
Life insurance, life.
And life.
Yes, I talked about life. I talked about my own life.
Yeah.
Because
you expressed to our listeners what you went through. And far as what you went through and how you realized the game and you trying to give it to them for free.
Well, the only expression is most people won't move until something happens.
Yeah.
Or they're tired.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about tired. I'm talking about done.
Yeah.
And when you done, that's when you start crying out and you ask for the help.
Well, I want to say this. I like that. But I think it's even deeper than that. I think people don't move until it affects them.
That too.
All right. Because regardless of what you say, right, I'm going to give you a prime example. I'm going to give you a prime example, right? They closed down my high school, Germantown High School.
Yeah, I seen that.
This was years ago. And they talked about having a community meeting before they was going to shut it down, a year and a half before they shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, a lot of people don't know that they were talking about shutting down a lot of suburban schools.
No.
Yeah. But you know what happened? They showed up.
Oh, you're talking about the community?
Yeah, the community showed up.
Well, certain communities. Communities do that. But other communities don't do it because they shut it down.
Right? They showed up before it happened. And what they do is they ask this question: why should we keep it open? Right? And I'm gonna give you one better than that. They was going to shut down Waterview Recreation Center.
Okay.
Right? Because they was building a new one 3 blocks down.
Okay.
Right? Until someone, OT, had to tell them, this is what we're doing. They was on the shut up. Look it up. Waterview Recreation Center was on a shutdown block. They was going to shut that recreation center down because they was building a brand new one 5 blocks away. So it wasn't no use for it.
Yeah.
But I had to go down and talk to the councilman back when I was part of the 100 Black Men
Right.
of Philadelphia. Shout out to Kenny Lasseter, the old president. I appreciate you.
That's what's up.
They helped me because I was doing things down there to stop it from happening. And the question that they asked me is, why should we keep this open?
And what was your answer to that?
My answer
Short and
was
sweet.
simple and plain. Simple and plain. The kids. This is what we're doing for the kids. Do you want the kids to get up one day and knock you upside your head?
They out here doing it.
Right? While you shutting down things, do you want these kids to be mad disrespectful? While they shutting down things? Do you want parents to go cuckoo for coconuts? While you shutting down things?
Mm.
Do you want the education system to go completely to pits because you're shutting down things? See, we had tutor in there, we had chess in there, we had basketball, we had football, we had computer classes. Let me tell you this, man. They broke into Waterview Recreation Center and took all the computers that we had. And you know what happened?
Did y'all get them replaced?
Oh, no, we didn't get them replaced. They all returned it back 2 days later.
Okay. How'd y'all do? I don't even know how y'all did it, but how did y'all get it done?
Kids.
The kids got on them.
The kids who cared.
That's what it's about. I had a similar.
Kids who cared.
Not.
Got it back. And I didn't even ask no questions. I said, thank you.
Yeah, I had a similar situation. Not of mine, but I've watched it work.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is Ray. Everybody know him as Ray and Logan.
Mm-hmm.
Ray is the only person that I've known to respectfully take over a park that shouldn't have been taken over by his element. But he respectfully earned the right to be able to do that. Because anytime you ask that element and change that neighborhood from what it was to where it was at, and then once he left, he had no choice but to leave because he couldn't finance it any longer.
Yeah.
How many young individuals that was on that field at that time when Ray said, I got a dream. Martin had a dream, but he didn't see it all the way through.
Yeah.
Ray had a dream, and he still continues to follow that dream with the Simplified Dogs organization.
Well, yo, I might as well start me a GoFundMe.
However you want to do it.
Because I actually want to take over that whole recreation center, bro.
You could do it.
And see, what they have down there is something special.
Right.
You don't see a lot of parks that got football fields to this course.
Let me tell you about a football field. 24th and Wolf Street. Dilapidated. Nobody wanted to go in that area. I didn't understand the dynamics of how things work down there. Mr. Terry and Tyree Barnwell took a part in that. And to a certain extent, he laid his hands on them. A man named Connor Barwin walked on the field and said, listen, I'm going to fix this field for y'all.
Oh, wow.
I ain't believe him because I'm like, oh, this
Connor Barwin used to be the linebacker for the
tall white dude walked down there, just cooling and chilling. Hey, man, y'all need help with anything? We looking at him like, Barney, he ain't going to do it. Was I wrong? You go down to 24th and Wolf and you look at that field and you look at all them kids that's playing on that field currently right now.
Yeah.
And everything that Mr. Terry and Tyree Barnwell is doing right now.
Yeah. Dude,
he changed that whole dynamic of that whole area down there. From the Tasker projects to the Wilson projects. If you know anything about it, make sure you find your way down there on that field.
Yo, because I'm going to tell you something, man. That field got everything. Baseball, football, basketball, tennis, shit, dude, everything from one end to another, dude. I would love to own that. Honestly, I would love for the city to just be like, you know what, dude, we're gonna hand this to you.
You spoke it into existence already, brother.
I'm gonna turn that to a whole big.
No, you listen. If you got with a thought is a dream. From a dream, there's movement, and movement. All you got to do is wait.
Yeah.
Wait your time. Put the seeds in place. Wait your time. I've watched two individuals 3, another brother named Dirk Park. I have never seen a man work so hard to get something off the ground.
Yeah,
and he did it because of not his stature, but the stature of the community that he lived in.
Yeah.
Those 3 prominent brothers, actually 4 prominent brothers, that's actually what I'm doing is speaking it, but not only speaking on it, standing on it.
Yeah.
But not selling it.
Yeah.
Just giving it to you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like we said, this young generation, regardless of what we think about who they are, if we give them the right information, they are willing to follow us through and through.
Yeah. That's the truth. That's the truth.
So everything that you're saying is going to come to pass, not because you're just saying, you didn't wake up thinking that. That was already put inside of you. We write the story. We have a story. And in our chapter of our stories, we wrote that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can go back in that chapter and look at chapter 3 and whatever sentence that we decided that's your life. You wrote that part of your life. Anything after that is being written as we walk and we talk and we speak in each step that we take. And when we start realizing that it's not a point in time where you sat down and you watched the OT show and you heard what I had to say and you dismissed it, you can't say you ain't never heard it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You can't say you don't know how money works. You can't say you don't understand how whole life and term life work. You can't say that you never heard of the rule of 72. You can't say that you never even heard of who Susie Orman is. If you don't like to hear it from me, listen to Susie. Susie got a nice, calm voice. She look like a white woman, and that's what she do. She talk about what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So if you don't believe me, listen to her.
Yeah.
But she only saying the same thing I'm saying. Only difference between me and Susie is I gave you my phone number so you can call me and see if I'm a real person.
All right, so give me your IG.
And I really don't even get into all that social media stuff. I'm learning how to do it. I'm listening to my 80s baby. So it's more of just trying to figure all that stuff out.
Yeah.
I got the kids mostly do all my stuff for me from the little league organizations.
Okay.
And they just like, yo, coach, you ain't got what? I'm like, man, listen, I'm from the time when you used to sit there and talk to somebody.
Listen, I gotta say this. With this new thing that's going on with the live and everything.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Bro,
your studio is all that. Like, listen, I walked there. I said, "Oh man, you doing it like this?" Like, oh man,
listen, they showed me a lot of things.
Yeah, man. You behind it. What? Listen, man, my son know how to work out. I do not know how to work out.
Listen, I'm about to go back to flip phones.
I'm at the church.
Yeah. Yo, man, where you at? Real talk.
Oh,
but yo, man, you know, because I definitely appreciate you coming on here, man, giving us the game, basically,
man, look,
letting us know things that we need to do and how we need to do it.
If I could shed a tear right now, I would, because I know your story. I know where you started at.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care who your Superman is, but this is the black Superman right here. Like, if you find out his story, and I told him you need to write a book. Because from where he started at to where he fell at, and I'm talking about where he fell at, to rebuild it again over, this time understanding the whole situation, you have the same ability to do the same.
Yeah.
And then you too can write your book.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so passionate about what I'm explaining to you guys. I'm not selling nothing to you. I'm telling you about it. Oh. And the fact that OT, because Ali, to me, you know what I'm saying, Black Superman did let me be a part of this. I didn't expect to be on this. I came over here just to sit on the steps and just talk shit.
Yeah.
Just talk shit about what I need to do to make myself better as a black man for my son.
Yeah.
To walk amongst you.
Yeah.
And to actually put me on the platform to actually do this, to let me see, talk about what you do.
Yeah. Why not?
Express what you do. You ain't got to express the company. Express what you do.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
And like I said, when I say what I'm saying it not for me. I'm saying for you, so you can have the same thing that I got.
Yep.
I don't deserve it no more than you. This is why I'm talking to you about it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, my voice may be a little bit strong, but Susie Orman is not. But she's saying the same thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the difference between she and I is that you got my phone number. You can call me, text me, because I ain't gonna pick up every phone call. Text me, hey, how you doing? My name says I want to know about it, because I'm here to tell you about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yo, man, because I definitely appreciate you for actually coming here.
Why?
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Why would I not want? Yo, man, why would I not want to come see the famous OT?
No, man. You know what?
He famous. I'm sitting there. What? Man, listen,
Bro,
stop.
Listen, man.
I try to put on my hair right. I try to wear sunglasses. I try to do it right so I can look right on here.
Well, listen, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
No, man. I thank you. Man.
Thank you, sir.
Seriously, man. I thank you.
Thank you.
Because you're giving out information that people need to hear, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
Without you, I won't be having a platform to give this information out.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
I have nothing to do with this, man.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. Every person that comes on here help me.
Oh, wow. You know what? Then I got everything to do with this.
Yeah. Factual.
Everything.
Like people don't understand, and that's why I tell people. That's why I say welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Right? Even though you're family, but welcome to the family.
No.
Right?
No.
Like, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't realize they're helping me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
As more so if I'm helping them. No, without me having this platform, there will be you.
Mm-hmm.
Without you, there will be me.
The people will power the system.
Yeah.
Power to the people.
I need you like you need me.
Yes, sir.
So at the end of the day, you give me game. What kind of game is? Yeah, I had Hill Harper on. I had Najee Robinson on. Right? They giving our game on crypto. Now you giving our game on insurance.
Hey, man.
Bro, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. It's no different.
No, you're right.
It's no different.
You're right.
You've given our game
You're right.
to better us.
That's what it's
to
about.
better everybody else.
That's what it's about.
We giving you the game. We ain't over here. We ain't gossiping. We giving you the game.
Appreciate it.
Right? So, matter of fact, might well get more game out. So we're gonna do this more often. We're gonna give game.
Listen, I'm willing to do that.
So let's talk about this quick game to get off the subject. Right? You know, I'm a Eagles fanatic.
No, I knew you was going to talk about my Eagles. Don't start.
Fanatic.
I knew you was going to talk about my Eagles. All right, let's go.
I am an Eagles fanatic.
Okay.
How do you feel about the draft? And how do you feel about Howie Roseman right now?
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
All right. So we're going to leave it on that. This is a two-part answer. Before this draft, I had no faith in Howie.
Okay.
Even though you explained to me, since he's been at the helm,
we're gonna talk facts.
Since he's been at the helm, he gave me a lot of facts to, it was all fiction. And the reason why I'm saying it was all fiction to me, because I was in my feelings. I'm not gonna lie, I'm an Eagles fan since Bring It Home for Jerome.
Yeah.
I cried when Jerome died, right?
Yeah.
I cried when Reggie died.
Yeah.
Because my daddy cried.
Yeah.
But I also understood that when you're an Eagles fan, I could talk shit about the Eagles, but if you ain't from here, you can't talk that way.
Yeah.
With me talking shit about Howie, he has earned my respect because the simple fact that he went the way that we asked him to go is bring somebody in here that was going to do the job.
Mm-hmm.
And even as weird as I think the coach is,
Nick Sirianni.
I don't even know his name, but
Nick,
we just going to pop a Nick. That's what we're going to call him.
But the last Nick got us a what?
Oh, you guys are Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
I'm not listening.
Oh, hey,
listen, I'm not.
Hey, that's all I gotta say. The last Nick got us what?
Listen to what I'm saying.
The last Nick got us a what? A Super Bowl. Y'all better goddamn start checking that.
But on the same note, let me finish. Listen, all of these new moving parts. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but that first time that you had a taste of something that you didn't like, and you said, "Damn, this shit is actually good."
Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel then.
Okay.
It changed up a little bit.
Okay.
I ain't saying I'm gonna buy it every week,
right?
But I'm just saying it tastes better than my taste buds is they tingling.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at with the Eagles.
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
This one I'm gonna say. We got the best player in college football.
Oh, decorated.
Period.
Decorated.
All these people talk about his weight. Let me explain something to you. You know that corner that they picked from South Carolina?
Yeah.
Ran all over him.
Oh, man, you about to start stepping on people next. Oh, you about to start stepping on people next.
What corner stopped him? What linebacker stopped him? What people fail to understand, see, people talk that game, right? Oh, he's only 166 pounds. Let me tell you something. Oh, he gonna go up against all the big boys. The same big boys that's coming from the college game.
Right.
He burnt them.
Well,
He burnt them.
Ali, we tell our kids.
He burnt them.
We tell our kids all the time. The South Philly Hurricanes, as well as the Simplified Dogs, as well as the Mount Ivy Hill Saints.
Mm-hmm.
When I was dealing with those 3 different organizations, and we tell our kids, it's not how fast you move, it's how you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And with that young man,
Mm-hmm.
technically sound.
What?
The only time you use that is in boxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a receiver,
yeah,
he has earned out of 10 awards in college football as a receiver.
One of the hardest.
Are you serious?
One of the hardest.
The only thing that I ask of
SEC.
him is to remain who he is once Philadelphia get at his neck.
Oh yeah.
Because we gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
Once you're a part of the family, we gotta whip your ass to see how tough you really are.
But I'm gonna say this, right?
Verbally, not physically. Okay, I'm sorry. Verbally, we gotta whip your ass and let you. We gonna boo you.
Yeah,
you gonna get all of that.
Yeah,
because you are family now.
Yeah, and
when you are family, we gotta tell you when you're right, and when you're wrong, we gotta kick you in your ass.
Yeah, I liked everything. And I'm gonna say it. I liked it. I liked him 100%. I liked everything that he was doing. But I'm gonna say this.
What?
Right? You know those 2 defensive tackles he got? One from UNC
and the other one from Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech.
They're gonna be some
dog.
They're both dogs. Monsters, bro.
Listen, if you know
they're
anything,
gonna be some monsters, bro.
You know anything about football,
they're gonna be some monsters.
And you played against guys that's worth playing against. Those are dogs.
Now I'm about to say something else. They got this wide receiver from Florida. Undrafted.
Now, I don't know nothing about that. I didn't see that now.
Bro,
what are you talking about?
Undrafted. My man Grimson. Undrafted. They got him undrafted.
The question is he a dog or is he a puppy?
Man, it's a dog.
Are you sure?
Yo, I'm positive.
Because listen, I'll get behind them.
Listen,
we don't need no poodles right now. We need pit bulls.
Let me tell you, people don't think. See, the Eagles under the radar.
As they should be.
Right? Now, remember, I told somebody, and you was there, I said, yo, Eagles going to win the division.
Oh, yeah, he said you're going to have to pay for his the dinner. He said he'll pay for your dinner.
Wherever it is.
Right.
He said wherever it is.
Wherever it is.
And guess what? He's going to be paying for that dinner.
Hey, listen, if you're right, I already told you. If you're right, I'm going to give you half of it. So you're right.
Listen, because I'm going to tell you something. The last Nick won is the Super Bowl.
Yo, man, listen.
But far as all the kids that got drafted and all the kids that got undrafted.
Congratulations to every single one of you guys.
Yeah, congrats, yes, man, because y'all made it.
Yes, sir.
But y'all didn't make it.
Well, I'm gonna say they made it because they hit the ghetto lotto. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
A lot of them did, but I'm gonna say this. We're gonna find out because see, what I'm gonna say to y'all right now on Friday.
What's happening on Friday?
I'm gonna bring my man Tevin Hill on.
Oh,
right. Tevin Hill, we're going to talk about, but see, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about from being from high school, college, to NFL, and I think he's playing the Canada League. Right? I think he's playing the Canada League right now. But at the end of the day, we're going to talk about the transformation because he was a boy to a young man to a man. Right? So we're going to talk about that whole transformation and what he went through. Because a lot of kids need to hear this.
Yes, they do.
Right? A lot of kids need to hear this. Yes, they do. So he's coming on.
Especially the organizations that I've been dealing with. Yeah. I want to make sure get out there to them so they can see the levels of understanding that you need to have to be a professional.
He's going to be coming on.
Need to see this.
He's going to be coming on Friday.
What?
Yeah, at 7:15.
Oh, yeah. We're going to like and share.
Yeah,
like and share. It ain't hard to do. It don't cost nothing.
It don't. So Tevin Hill is going to be joining your boy OT on Friday.
So for those coaches that's in the organization whatsoever, now you actually have a guy that's a professional. Whatever league that he's in, he's getting paid to do a job. But he also going to give your kids, rather from 8 to 80, if they play, information that they need to know. And it's gonna be all real because it's gonna be on OT.
Yep.
So
matter of fact, I got one for you. Oh, okay. Check this out right here. You see his email? He's sending me an email, right?
oh, he ain't playing.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. So he was listed as the number 21 weakest side defensive end in the nation. He was ranked number 21 when he was in high school.
No joke.
Ranked number 21. That's all I got to say.
So he official.
He's official.
He official. If he getting paid for what he do as a professional,
he spent 4 years at
He
Virginia Tech, and then he went to Miami, the U. And you know what I mean, and we're gonna talk some more about the teams they played for. But
for those guys that's playing,
I want everybody
football,
to share.
Period. Please listen to what this man got to say.
Yeah,
definitely. There
definitely.
are going to be a lot of jewels, apples and oranges, and grapes too, going to be dropped for no amount of money that you can get that.
Free game.
No
Free
amount
game.
of money you can
Free
receive
game.
that.
Free game. So he's gonna be joining.
Now, how much Master P had to pay Michael Jackson lawyer?
How much?
For information?
How much?
Over $25,000. We giving it to you for free. Now, Master P took that money and turned it into what he is. And if I was smart, I would find a way to get to the industry when he did. But listen, that brother should be acknowledged as Black history.
Yeah, because we're gonna give you the game for free.
That's crazy.
We're gonna give you the game for free.
Yo, man, when I watched that man documentary, he said that about talking to Michael Jackson lawyer, and how he gave him a little bit of information. He took it and flipped it to who he is now from where he started at.
Yeah, he's a smart man.
Smart.
What? Smart man.
$10,000 only took him,
but he giving everybody else the jewels for free too.
Yeah, I see him on Instagram.
Yeah,
on Instagram, Facebook, and all of that.
He gave you the juice for free.
Smart man,
so,
man.
You know what I mean? Let's start taking this and start realizing some things. So yeah, I'm gonna get that game.
And you know the crazy part about that? What we doing right now? We destroying generational curses just by having a conversation.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because a conversation could change, could create a life or take a life. So we creating lives.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Because we on the ship.
Yo,
coming back with the fleet.
You ain't lying. I want everybody to be a part of it. And I can't forget my young lady that's gonna be joining me. Miss Low-Key gonna be joining me on Thursday at 4:15 to talk about her book. Because she got a book called Toxic. She got a book called Exes. And she got a book called Side Bitches. So we're going to get into all that too.
All serious. It's all serious. Listen, there's certain words you don't put out there unless you really understand what you're saying.
So yeah, and she got her own publishing company.
You know what, man? So thank you.
We're about to start giving out a lot of game, and I'll be shooting out some stuff too about May 15th. May 15th or 14th. That Friday. I think it's May 14th. Yeah, Hill Harper and them going to be down in Germantown. 55-45.
That's what I'm talking about.
And Ms. Najee Roberts will be down there. And we're going to talk about crypto. And your boy OT going to be down there and we'll be talking about crypto. And we're just trying to get people game. So we're looking for vendors. We're looking for people. Just come on out. We can get the game. Right. So I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff. Like it, share it. Please share it.
Don't cost to share.
You know what I mean? Because we want to give y'all some information about generational wealth.
Yes, sir.
Period.
That's a strong statement.
You know what I mean? Regardless of who you are, where you are, generational wealth.
Yes, sir.
And we bring that to you. And we definitely bring it to my where I reside at, Germantown, where I grew up at. You know what I mean? Where my parents was at. But shout out to North Philly too, because I love y'all too. I grew up there too. But G-Town all day long. You know what I mean? And so we're trying to bring that to, the community. So when you talk about giving back to the community, so here we go. Let's go. So let's see if everybody gonna receive it.
Hey man, look.
You know what I mean?
We doing it.
So we're gonna be doing that stuff. So we're looking for a lot of vendors. We're looking for artists, even artists too. Artists come out, give them a microphone, say what you say. You know what I mean?
say it with your chest and say what you say.
Yeah.
For the people in the back, please.
So this is what we're gonna be doing. So I appreciate everybody for joining us here on the show.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Without you, there will be no me. So I appreciate you, man. And you got to come back on. Got to come back on.
Man, you gotta stop playing with me. You know I'm coming back on this joint.
Hey, listen, got to come back on and let's talk some more about generational wealth. We could talk about anything, actually. We talk about just sitting on the step, looking at the goddamn bird that keep flying around my goddamn yard trying to get my damn dog. Okay, so you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh man,
Mother Nature, god darn it.
yeah,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
But yeah, man. I definitely appreciate you, man.
Man,
And I mean, and we're gonna have to do this again.
yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So listen, everybody, you know what I mean? Make sure you follow me on YouTube at the OT Radio Show. One, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on the IG, The Real OT, Facebook, OT Show. So, you know, you see everything's all lined up with OT. Everything you want to know is OT. OT Show, The Real OT, OT Radio Show 1. You know, make sure you follow me. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Stay tuned. Thursday, Friday, we got a lot of information that we're going to be kicking out to everybody. So I appreciate y'all. And we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
I be dropping bombs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I was